The Good Dalmation, a parable for dogs, for John and Peter. I'm Vic and I'm the star they had to search near and far. I'm Jewel and I'm no fool. Woohoo! I'm Spot and I'm really not so wild. We're the bullies. We're not the bullies. Hey, here comes the dog. Let's get out of here. Oh no. Hey, what's everything happening around here? I just wanted to part in this movie. What they mean we're villainous? I'm not villainous. Yes, I've been villainous. I've had moments in my life where I've really become a bit of a villain. Oh, I'm so beautiful. I'm so hot. I'm so gorgeous. I bet you just every dog in the world wants to look like me. Woof, woof, woof. Give me a bone, baby. Give me a bone. Vic started his journey. He had business far away. He knew his trip would take more than a day. He put in his sack some things he may need, a brush, a book, and of course things for a feed. This showed what he liked, to read, look good, and to eat. He started out but remembered his tender, soft feet. So back he went to his wife and got some socks of wool, a bottle of water, and a very young donkey named Jewel. Jewel was skittish, and this was her first trip far from home. Never had she wanted to see other places or even to roam. Vic was kind and showed her some of the best spots to go. They passed by houses, parks, lakes. It was a great show. The grass turned to stones and the stones turned to hills. The sun made them sweat and the shade caused them chills. When they had walked for 4 hours, it was time for a rest. They sat and opened the pack and did what they do best. They brushed their hair and looked nice and then came out for the food. They had honey and pies and fruit. Oh, it tasted so good. With names like pomegranate, quince, and gooseberry, and Sanny's cakes and juices, they felt so merry. The bugs and ants came, and then birds by the score. Then came the cats, and they wanted so much more. Striped cats, cats with dots, fat cats, they were just bone. They took it all, the food, the socks, the pack, and even the comb. Jewel ran away unhurt, but Vic was in pain and left on the road. The cats were mean, and the very worst of them showed. Believe me, not all cats are like this, and that is a true fact. Bullies come in groups and even form a nasty pact. They pick on someone who is a bit different from them somehow. They say and do things like call you a dirty fat cow. Not only do your feelings get hurt, sometimes it's worse. They can steal, slap, kick, and use words to curse. Back to Vic, who is lying on the dusty road all alone. He is robbed and hurt and very, very far from home. His ear is on the ground and he sure hears someone come. Hey, it's a trustworthy breed, munching away on a bone. He is trotting fast and seems not to see Vic lying on the ground. He's a big dog with big ears. Hey, he's a big hound. Why is he walking past like he doesn't really care? Vic loses all hope that he will stop or even care. Vic lays in great pain and tries as he may. He could not move in such heat. A dog prances by and comes quite close, but she crosses the street. She poses and struts and looks on the outside really fine. But on the inside, her nature is flawed and she's not very kind. Now we can't forget about Jewel. She tried to set up an alarm. She approached many and told them where Vic had been harmed. However, no one was interested in coming to offer a hand. They were tired or busy or didn't want to travel on the sand. So she went under a big palm tree and cried. She really felt low. Hours went by, but she knew she had to get ready and go. Go to help Vic, for it really wasn't fair that with this big world there was no one to care. Jewel started towards the crime scene and she looked on the floor. Vic came in view, sitting up and not lying in pain anymore. A lot of dots around Vic was all that Jewel could see. It couldn't be. The least of all dogs with a pedigree. The dalmation looked down by all terriers, hounds, and toys, shunned by the daxies, bichons, and even the choys, was the lowest esteemed of all the dogs that were around, but the kindest and most caring, that was to be found. Not only did the dalmation stop, lift, and give Vic a big drink, the dalmation stroked Jewel and brought her back from the brink of thinking all were unable to express kindness or share. Vic and Jewel were grateful to this hero who showed such care. They traveled as close friends to the inn over the hill. The dalmation, who they called Spot, had to go further still. He made sure they were safe and paid for the care of his friends. They kept in touch. Oh, I'm sorry to say the